Hey guys, you'll have to forgive how amateur this video is. This is my first tech review, but it was one that was quite interesting to me because I have been doing a bit of gaming on my phone, Warcraft Rumble. I know you Rumblers out there will know that that game makes your phone hot, to the extent that I was having massive frame rate dips, could barely play the game, and I thought I would need to invest in a cooler for my phone. Turns out it was a really good decision, and I haven't had any issues since. I've got the iPhone 12 Pro Max. It has a MagSafe, so these are magnetic. I was looking specifically for a magnetic cooler because I don't want to be putting attachments on my phone if I can help it. Important to note that these devices require their own power supply. So this is the magcooler 3 Pro, and this is a 20 watt fan cooler, which I was initially using first, but then I found out that the Mag 4 Pro came out, and this is the Mag 4 Pro. It is a 27 watt cooler, so you do need to have an adapter that will be able to support these amps. Now, I went for the Anker Prime. That's a 67 watt adapter. It's great. It does both my phone and the cooler at the same time if I'm having a good long gaming session. And yeah, I also do a lot of streaming from data, and data really heats your phone up as well. Together I found that both of these make my phone ice cool, and they are both priced around the 60 Great British Pound mark. I find that they are very good, actually. Both are exceptional. So I've been having a really hard time deciding which one I prefer. Now, the engineering on both of these is quite interesting, really, because the big thing that I noticed was in this magcooler 3, the vents or the exhausts. So it does have the intake at the top, and then we've got the exhausts on 4 sides. As a 20 amp cooler, it produces air through all 4 exhausts, which seems quite nice and efficient. It is also slightly lighter than the Mag 4 Pro, and I thought that this is very nicely designed. There's the magnetic back plate. This is actually ice cold to the touch, which is really cool. And we'll take some temperature readings momentarily. It's got nice lights that you can customize, so I've got it on the streamer setting, which is the default setting. And my phone gets so cold that there's condensation on it despite heavy load. And this is an overclocked mode, so it does have a mute mode and a smart mode where it keeps a steady temperature. The advantage of this device here is how good it is at cooling. It's got a nice efficient design, it's light, it looks great when attached to the phone. And the only disadvantage I can see is aesthetically. This may or may not be a disadvantage. Do you think it looks as cool as the MagSafe 4 Pro? The LEDs are slightly inferior. This is a really nice, smooth, rotating LED, whereas this one has a interrupted LED. But to be honest, I still think it looks really great. Onto the disadvantages. Well, there aren't really any. Slightly less ampage means that it has less output potentially, but I still find my phone is arctic with it. It does make an annoying whining sound when it's in overclock mode. Don't know how often you have it in overclock mode. That might drive you crazy. So this is currently in overclock, and I'll let you hear that if I hold it up close to the mic. And if I turn it off, you'll see what I'm talking about. So that whine has stopped. Whereas this one on overclock mode is really quite nice and quiet. So for me, that is probably the thing that's going to clinch it for me. But one might look at this and think it's been under-designed because we've only got 2 exhaust ports, and that is something that I thought would be a disadvantage. However, the air coming out of each of these exhausts is a lot higher volume, and I've also, I don't know if you can see it, noted that you can just see those horizontal lines. Those are actually the heatsink, the surface area bars. They move a little bit in and then they dip under the fan, if you can see that, and that's what creates these lines, and go all the way through. So it is one heatsink, pretty much. Whereas on this one, you will see that the heatsink ends at each corner. It might not make that much difference, but I think that this is quite nice engineering. Some might get irritated with the exhaust port pointing towards the power intake, and personally I think I probably would have preferred 4 exhaust ports, maybe just a slightly upgraded version of this. But I do think the engineering on this one is quite nice, and honestly I would have been quite happy with either. This is a really nice piece of kit, so is this, but the thing that's clinched it for me is the sound of the MagSafe 3. So that whirring when you're trying to have a gaming session would be really annoying, but if you've got headphones in, probably not a big deal. So props to Black Shark. They made another really nice product, and I'd be quite happy with either. I've got both, so I can choose. And personally, I'm going to go for the newer one. It's just a nice product. The LEDs look a little bit more attractive, and I do, closer inspection, I think it's been quite nicely designed. So I hope that helps, because I really struggled to make the decision when I was looking into iPhone coolers. Apologies for the very unprofessional video cut, but literally just did this after work. And yeah, quite enjoyed it. Got any questions that you want to ask, feel free to put them in the comments, and I'll get back to you. But have a great evening, and we'll see you later.